Would you like to be in a video for a couple minutes?
In-
I'm practicing interviewing
For whom?
for myself. I want to become a talk
Sure,
show host.
interview me.
A what?
You want to interview me? Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? Where do you want me to be?
You have to be on this side.
Okay.
We have 7 minutes.
How long?
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
We might not take all 7 if you're boring. I'm just kidding. Hello and welcome to another episode. Today we have guest
Alan Kronzek.
Alan. Where are you coming from? You seem very out of breath.
I'm coming from the green room bar of the Sag Harbor Cinema. And I'm out of breath because I'm an old man. And it happens. I'm carrying a heavy burden.
What were you doing at the Sag Harbor Cinema? Great.
Magic. I was performing magic. A lot of card tricks, a lot of mysteries.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Amazing, because some people, like everyone's like, oh, I'm doing magic to explain everything. They're like, oh, magic. So you were actually doing magic.
I was actually doing magic. I'm actually a magician.
What got your interest in doing magic?
I got a magic set when I was a little kid. That got my interest going. And I read a bunch of books. I had family encouragement, so that kept me going. And then, magic is, there's not one branch of magic. Magic is very deep. So you start out doing performances for kids, children's shows, but then you realize there's a deeper art. So hopefully I got myself into that. And that's the kind of stuff I try to perform at the Green Room every Thursday night from 6 to 8.
You just finished.
I just finished for tonight.
How did you get this gig?
Oh man, they were looking for a something special to have for the Harbor Frost, which is, Harbor Frost? Okay. So they said, would you come and do?
You were there that day, right?
I don't remember. Yeah, I probably was.
Okay, for the viewers who don't know what this is, there's a day in the middle of winter, out of nowhere, where you just see ice sculptures all around Sag Harbor. You just see like 50 gigantic ice sculptures, and if it was your first day in Sag Harbor, you come to this town and you see this, you would be like, wow, this is a bizarre area.
You might think that, yes. Or a very lively area, because Sag Harbor is just a terrific town, as you probably know. And there's something going on all the time. At the cinema, at the church, at the street, at Bay Street, at the, where they have the jazz, at the Masonic Temple. A lively town.
What's a quote that really stuck with you or you really enjoy? Because for me, it's don't be realistic.
Don't be realistic.
Yeah, like dream.
I don't think I have one of those quotes. Mm-mm.
Do you have a saying someone has said or a piece of wisdom that has stuck by you?
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for a piece of wisdom. Persist is in terms of what you want to do it. That's the only way it gets done, is if you do it. So you're practicing something now, yes? Why? What are you practicing for?
I used to say I'm practicing to be the next Johnny Carson. Now I just say I'm practicing to be the next Lulu Romano. I mean, to be the Lulu Romano. That's
now,
me.
I don't know who Lulu
No, that's
Romano
me.
is. Oh, that's you. You're going to be the next Lulu. And where are you going to be?
I want to be a talk show host. I want to become a talk show host, someone who does, maybe late night talk shows and to interview people and to really be genuine or authentic and get the realness out of my guests
Where do you live?
here.
So are you involved in LTV? Why not? Do you know about LTV?
Yeah.
You could have a program. You could actually do this.
But what if I say something offensive like, okay, like, can I ask you some questions that I thought of last night? I'm like a comedian. Like, okay. These questions I know won't be LTV approved. Like everything we just...
I'm not sure.
Everything we just talked about till now, yes, LTV will love that. I'm interviewing your local or...
Yeah.
I'm interviewing local magicians, very lively conversation. They would love this. But up to now, okay, here's where I'm like... and I don't know if I have to choose to be like, a mainstream host or... Who's that guy? That Howard Stern type,
Is that, you'd rather be that kind of...
I don't know. That's what I'm practicing to figure out.
To figure out?
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here are 3 kind of dark humor questions.
Okay.
All right. So you have a gun to your head. Would you rather die or hook up with your best homie 3 times a week for 2 years?
Wait, I have a gun to my head. Yeah, is somebody going to shoot that gun or something?
Would you rather die or
Oh, he's going to kill, the gun to my head is going to kill. Would I rather die or,
hook up with your best homie 3 times a week for 2 years?
I suppose the second. I would not want to be shot in the head, no.
Do you have like a specific person in mind?
That would shoot me or my homies?
Homie.
No. I don't, no. My homies are spread far and wide. They're not all here. So I couldn't realistically spend, every Thursday with somebody in California and somebody in Seattle.
But is there like a particular one, like if you had your pick, if like the gun shooter was generous enough to say you can choose which homie that you can hook up with?
I'm not even sure what a homie means.
Like a best friend.
I'd be with my wife.
No, it has to be a man.
It has to be a man. Okay, so hypothetically I could just wish this man to be here. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see, that would probably be Michael. That would be Michael.
Okay.
Michael's in Los Angeles. Michael's a friend from way back in the 60s is when I met Michael in Los Angeles. And so we're good friends.
Did you know there was a talk show back in the 90s, in the dark period of 90s where everyone was a talk show. I don't know if it was Jennifer Jones or Jenny Jones. She had a talk show where she had one person confront to the other person to say like if you're gay, if like you have a gay admirer, the next day the confessor killed the confessee and they got sued, the show got sued, and then everyone took down a notch except for Jerry Springer.
Sure.
Did you know about that?
Yeah, I remember that vaguely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that happened.
But we're in the Hamptons, so we're safe.
I think we're pretty safe, in general, gay-wise.
Next, would you rather every time you poop, see, I'm making you laugh more with these questions, right?
Well, just at the absurdity so far.
Okay. Would you rather every time you poop, would you rather poop twice a week at random or every time you talk, you crap yourself?
Obviously, twice a week at random.
Are you gonna go get some adult diapers?
Yeah.
No, I mean like for this, like if this were to happen.
Oh, I couldn't go to the bathroom? I couldn't do it in the toilet?
It's gonna be at random.
Oh, you mean at an undetermined moment, all
Yeah.
of a sudden? Oh. I don't think these questions are worthy of you.
Oh, thank you.
Really, it's not going to lead anyplace, that question. I don't know whether you could do it on LTV, but why would you?
This one is like not like that, and I'm gonna do it like kind of like a fresh start. Okay. Hi everyone. Today I'm with.
Alan Kronzak.
And what do you do?
I'm a writer.
In celebration of Asian American Heritage Month, I'm going to ask you this question. Who's better at math? An Asian kid with special needs or a non-Asian kid in AP Calculus?
A non-special kid in AP Calculus.
Non-Asian. The choices were an Asian kid with special needs
Right.
or a non-Asian kid in AP Calculus.
Who's better at math? The non-Asian kid in calculus.
Okay, awesome.
Why would you ask that? I mean, what does it? Asian isn't really a factor. The factor is somebody in AP Calculus versus somebody with special needs. Although the special needs person could be a savant, but you didn't say that.
Why does the American culture, or I don't know if it's the American culture or the Western culture, have this preconceived idea that Asians are better at math?
I don't know,
But you've heard of it, right?
Well, Asian students in areas that I've been around are really good academic performers because it's part of the culture, especially here. That's true. Asian students tend to excel.
But why math specifically?
I'm not sure that that's true. It may be. I don't know. I don't think it's math specifically. Science also. I guess math, science, computer. Don't know. What other areas Asians excel.
It's really interesting. I mean, have you heard of that Asians are the worst drivers?
No.
I love that because when I took a trip to the South, the southern states, and I made this reference, and none of them were like understanding. They were like, "Why? What do you mean that would make you a worse driver?" And it didn't come to my mind that those people never heard that being Asian correlates to being a bad driver. But growing up in the North, I've heard that so many times. Or Asian woman driver, the worst.
No experience with that. Just one no. Hello.
Everyone likes to watch the show. See, it's because, do you think it's because you're a great guest or I'm a great talk
It's
show?
just because we're here,
Stop.
you know, and doing this, and they don't know. They're going, oh, what's that for? What's going to happen with this? This is Major League.
Thank you.
I think you should do MTV. I really do.
MTV?
Not MTV, LTV.
MTV Cribs.
LTV, you know, and a show. What comedians do you like?
Dave Chappelle during the early stages.